welcome to another episode of These Are the Aesthetics. I go by the name of Cheech, aka New Year, New Me. Y'all know it was coming. AKA, I look better than I feel. AKA, working on me all year, all 2025. That's what it is. That's the energy.
Okay. I go by the name of Gary, a.k.a. In Gary We Trust, a.k.a. Mr. Sneaker Convo, a.k.a. Sneaker Convo coming back 2025.
I don't know. Question mark.
A.k.a. Content Creator of the Year already. I said it. I stamped it. A.k.a. New Year, same old Gary.
Okay, well, there's an issue with that because, we're supposed to evolve as human beings, but I think you mean more so as far as like personality and who you are in essence, right?
Content Creator of the Year. It's a new year. New set. The price done went up.
Okay.
Literally and figuratively.
Look at X trying to act confused in the back.
But yeah, as you can tell, we're back in the OG,
home base.
OG home base studio. Let's just see, hopefully we get to be here. We get to stay here. With God's blessing.
Yeah.
So,
fingers crossed and prayers up.
Of course.
But I'm happy, man. New energy. I could feel it in here. New set. This is the first official pod of the year.
Yes.
I don't know. I think it's just something different. I mean, this year kind of started crazy already, but I think it's there's an energy boom. It's like, I don't know. I just want to get as much done as possible. Like, that's how I've been feeling lately.
Of course. But even though it's a new year, how are you doing as an individual?
I'm good. We're gonna talk about it when we get to the resolutions part and stuff like that. But mentally, I'm good. Physically, I'm doing all right. I'm gonna start hitting the gym more. I know everybody says that. Again, I know everybody says that, but there's a lot of cool clothes that I own that can't fit me no more, and we can't let that slide. Okay. We got to come get it back in.
You can slide it this way, man. I actually think you gave me this sweatshirt, by the way, so appreciate it.
Yeah, it looks like, but yeah, it looks fly on you, man. You know what I mean?
Some will say better. So.
Yeah, no, you look good, man. You look good. You've been glowing since you've had a fiance. I told you, it's just you've been different. You've been a little bit more relaxed, nonchalant. Like you ain't got nothing to lose. It's like I only answer to God and my woman. You gotta have this glow about you. It's like, all right, I like it. If it works out for us, I'm good. Yeah, man.
Well, I'm doing okay. Excuse me for my lack of energy. It's been a long day. I can officially say I'm not sick anymore because I've been literally sick since the new year started. Literally.
I was just gonna talk shit for a second because you said it's been a long day. I'm like, it's not like you have to travel for work, but I remember you were sick. So
thank you for the acknowledgement. But yes, there's like a crazy flu going around. So all you nasty niggas, please use yes, wipe your hands, wash your hands, because there's a nasty flu going around. But I can officially say I'm feeling better. And I do want to say I do apologize for the slight hiatus because we were low-key on schedule because we've been trying in this new system, making videos, trying to put out content every 2 weeks. So, but the thing is that scheduling was kind of off last week. So we were forced to take an additional week off. So do apologize about
certain
that.
Things had to, in a moment of transparency, certain things had to be right with this studio in order to come back and for everything to look good, be presentable.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we want to deliver a quality product. So if it's not 100%, we're not going to force anything. And I'm off the belief that what's for you is going to be for you. You feel me? But
yes.
Quality, again, our motto has always been since day one, quality and consistency. So hopefully we just turn that up a notch 2025.
Of course. Oh, yeah. Of course, New Year. I cut my hair.
Yes. I can't see it.
The only reason I'm not showing it is because the waves aren't in yet and it's cold as shit outside. So that's why I'm just trying.
So this is like your man bonnet in a sense?
First of all, it's a filthy beanie, so don't get it twisted. Oh. Shouts out to Filthy.
Okay, yo, I'm here for you, brother.
It's okay. I'm sorry that I don't get a haircut every week like Cheech, because you understand, we be going on Cheech's story. He be getting his scalp massage every week. So
yeah, I'm dedicated to the gig, man. You feel good, you perform good. That's it.
I understand. But and like literally ever since I cut my hair, like everyone been loving the haircut except like my fiance. She been looking at me like I got alopecia. Ever since like,
can you say that? Can we say that? I don't know.
Can we say that? Anyway,
That's good.
Hey, New Year.
So, why, like you cut it down super short?
No. I cut it down like completely. Like
I don't know why.
See, look, I cut it down.
It looks good. It looks good. You look like Palm Beach State Gary.
Yes. with the beard and the mustache, since like Terrence loves to remind me.
I don't know why your fiance don't like it. That's what she fell in love with.
It's because, all right, let's get right to it. It's because like when you develop like a new hairstyle, you're used to seeing like your significant other a certain way.
Yeah.
So when you do like a drastic change, it's like, oh, okay. Even though I still love how you look, but I was like literally loving like that hairstyle.
Now my biggest concern, and when I would do a house check on you, is if you ever cut your beard. If you ever do that.
that was out the question. I thought about it too. If
you ever even think to do that, then
because like
I'm gonna personally go check up on you.
Because actually, one of the what I thought about doing is actually just having a goatee and the cut. But I was scared I was scared I was gonna look too much like my father. So I was like, nah.
I don't know. I just don't trust light-skinned niggas with a goatee only. Because you look like a sleazeball. You look like you up to no good.
Well, initially the reason why like I cut off the fro because like I'm doing like engagement photos. By the way, that is a conversation of its own.
Why you?
Y'all entrepreneurs. That's a different story. But the reason why I cut off the fro because I'm doing engagement photos, and I personally think having a fro and having a suit is kind of goofy.
What are engagement photos?
So engagement photos is you have to take engagement photos so you can like literally post them, send them in the invites, and kind of have them like plastered like around like the wedding. Like there's a need for engagement photos. I'm learning this out in real time.
And you doing this a year out?
Well, like
wouldn't you want to do this closer to the time so everybody could look like what they're gonna kind of?
Well, we have to send like trust me, we have like we're building like our own little like website and everything.
Okay.
Like so we have. Presentation is everything.
So there's a plan.
Yes, there's a plan. Believe it or not, like planning a wedding, the word planning is in there for a reason.
And are you guys using a wedding planner, or are you doing it by yourselves?
Oh, we doing like the whole shebang. The whole shebang. Okay. That's all I can say for now. It's because like, and that's all I'm gonna say now because I know like just by me saying this, my DMs are gonna be flooded. Am I invited to the wedding? If I invited to the wedding, like fam, if I haven't talked to you in 4 years, salute. I'm gonna catch you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna catch you on the foot.
You can see it on Instagram. Yeah,
exactly.
Cool.
Exactly.
Okay. But, I mean, I think again, hopefully one day I could share the same sentiment as you. But it's a beautiful thing, by the way. But I just think this country is so predatory. It just the business of love in women is so lucrative that.
Oh, it's insane. It's insane.
Why? So I gotta get the ring.
Yeah.
Be creative on how I propose.
Yes.
So. Do a rehearsal dinner.
Yes.
The wedding.
Yes. Then
the part where we all eat, the reception.
Yes.
And possibly a getaway trip, which we call
the honeymoon. Yes.
The honeymoon.
Yes. Fam, you're not even getting into like decorations.
Like I love you, but who's helping?
That is crazy.
Like who's helping me out with this?
That's crazy. Hey man, there's no price tag on love.
But
I want to say, you entrepreneurs, I'm already convinced if you have a wedding in America, you a millionaire. I'm convinced.
Nah, it's an arm and a leg.
Cause fam, I'm not gonna say too much, but you entrepreneurs, the amount of money you charge for an hour, I just want to remind you, most doctors don't make 10 grand an hour. I want to put that out there, and that's all I'm gonna say.
An hour is crazy. People make hundreds an hour; they don't make thousands. That's crazy.
Anyway, but as far as into New Year's resolutions, my New Year's resolution is saving money. That's the main one.
Now, the rest of the questions we gotta talk later tonight. Because
for the audience though, like Gael is present, so she just feels like there's a DM in the room.
No, it's not even that. It's just because I know for sure you didn't wake up and say, "Hey, you know what would be good."
What the heck?
Engagement photos. I know you're not waking up proposing that idea. So
you know what? You know how I know the game is so fucked up, and want to let you know how Americans are so fucking greedy. You know, Publix used to have like a method where it's like you would actually get like a free tasting for cakes.
of course,
But of course, fat asses realized that. So people were literally going to Publix to get like cake testings. And you know what happens? Publix realized, oh, there's multiple people coming here just to like eat 40 of our cakes for free. So you know what? We got to put a price tag on that. Nothing is free for fucking weddings.
no.
I can make this a whole fucking segment, but we have to get into New Year's resolutions. What are your New Year's resolutions? 'Cause I told you mine. I know you have a lot of questions, but we have a podcast.
No, I understand. I'm just processing, buddy.
I know. I'm still processing. My wallet is still processing.
All right. Honestly, not even on some jokey shit. My two of my main New Year resolutions are to be more empathetic, and the second one is to and this is what I mean by being empathetic. What I realize about myself through my friendships and through my life and my relationship history with people, women, and just people in my life is I'm militant. I'm militant. I grew up that way. My dad used to reward good behavior. Like, you get good grades, you can get whatever you want. When my birthday come around, I ask for the money and I go try out a new restaurant and shit like that. So I'm very like, you do a good job, you get to celebrate. But if you're not where you need to be, you don't get that. Or if you're not doing for me like I'm doing for you, then my energy is different. And what I had to learn, especially last year, is people show up for you in different ways. Like, your mom is going to show up for you in your life in a way that your girlfriend can't. Your girlfriend might show up in a way in your life that your brother can't. So everybody is bringing something to the table, and it might not add up to your expectations at times. Yeah. But if the love is genuine and the love is there, I think it's good to just appreciate just what people have to offer. And I think what I was a little harsh on people about was like, that's not good enough, or I want this on that level. And if it doesn't look the certain way, it's like it's a trigger for me, because I'm like, oh, I'm doing more for you than you're doing for me. Now my walls is up and I'm blocking any type of blessings or potential new energy that could be coming my way. So I definitely got to work on that. And part of getting to that place is more so using discernment on when to let go and when to give things a chance. I definitely gotta really lock in with God to kind of like help me out with more of that, because I feel like I waste a lot of time on the wrong people at times, and I don't waste a second when it comes to like certain shit. Like, it's just reverse. Like, I'm just trying to reverse engineer a lot of old shit that I'm just bad at, because that's part of growing up. Like, you sit with yourself long enough and you start to assess certain shit. You're like, all right, cool. What can I do better? How can I be better? On some grown man shit. I know you guys are expecting me to be silly and shit. And the second main thing, the gym is the second main thing.
By the way, Madoff, they can't hear you. This is as a complaint I've been getting.
Thank you for reminding me, Madoff.
Yes, we have to get you a mic.
We have to get you a mic. I think the second main thing, like I said, is being more locked in the gym. And honestly, it's another discipline that I have to learn. I get a weekly haircut. I get my feet done every 2 weeks. So it ain't nothing to push myself to get out of bed to just work on me for like 30 minutes to an hour every day. And on top of that, I'm paying for it. There's a fucking gym next to my leasing office. That's part of my fucking rent. So it's like, it's sitting there, and I'm not taking advantage of it, because I'm not going to keep lying to myself like, oh, I don't got the time. I'm not energized. I'm not trying to drive there today. Like, even if I just do a few minutes on the treadmill or the Stairmaster, I just want to just get that going. And yeah, man.
And not eating like ribs, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese at 1 a.m.
You know what's crazy? Thank you for saying that and highlighting that. And I'm going to take accountability.
Yes.
Because, I'm not going to say like who. But my problem has never been eating, because I don't eat a lot. I just eat at the wrong times.
Yes.
And I eat when I'm not being mobile and I'm not being active. So it kind of like, it just builds up over time.
And
it's
on
a
top
bad
of
habit.
it, and on top of what doesn't help is like, because you like to catch a vibe late at night. So just saying,
when
like,
I'm free,
it's just saying it's not wise to drink a half a bottle of Casamigos at 2 a.m, no matter who's present.
I don't drink. No, half of the time, let me clear some misconceptions. Half of the times that I do go out is to just be around
energy.
Just other people besides coworkers, because I work 6 days a week now, so it's like all I see is the same uniform, same faces every day. So I just want to get off sometimes and go have a drink and see a face that I've never seen before and hear a song I've never heard before just outside. But now I just gotta make time for that. I don't even be outside like that no more. I'm about to be you. I'm buying a TV this week because my old
you've been
one.
saying this for 3 years.
What? As far as what?
I'm not even gonna be outside like that, but your definition of outside is different. Because Cheech will be at Tootsie's at 3 a.m. and then say, "I just came here to catch a vibe, just to catch a drink, just to go out." I'm wearing slides.
Well, I think more so an outing for me, a definition of an outing is something that's planned. Like if we plan to go to Puerto Rico, we outside.
You know what I want?
But if I go down the street to the local pub and have 2 beers, I don't think that's like a big.
You know what I want someone to do? One of our supporters, not even gonna say fans, one of our supporters, one of our watchers. If you follow us on Instagram, I want you to screenshot every time Cheech posts at a bar with just a drink, which is usually dark. Just post the date and the time, and just make a collage at the end of the year. That's all. That's one of my gifts that I want from somebody this year.
But yeah, that's part of my hobby, bro. I like exploring and checking out new places.
I know.
I did that earlier today.
I know.
I went to. We can bleep that. I went to in Del Rey. I don't want to give the free game out to the regular because they're gonna flood that shit with weak ass hoes, and I'm not gonna fucking be able to enjoy myself. But I went there and it was a vibe. It was outside, inside. The food was good. The layout was dope. And that would be a place where I would bring a lady friend to just chill.
But as far as New Year's resolutions, like I said, I plan on saving money for sure. And what I'm working on,
There's a lot of heat coming out this year, boy.
I know.
Close your eyes.
But what I'm thinking about doing as well is like this is a challenge. I want to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm working on that. I've been told you that. And looking at the glass half full.
And being more optimistic as well. Yes.
Being more optimistic. But those are my plans. Yeah, but 2025 kind of started a little crazy this year. Mm-hmm. A lot of shit been going on. Like, first, want to get right into it. Prayers for everyone involved in the California fires, because that's been all over my timeline. Literally since ever since it happened, it's been on my timeline every single day.
Yeah.
And what I want to say is, like, it just kind of opens my eyes where it's like, damn, a lot of niggas is, like, that close to poverty. Just like that. And
even rich people that had their shit together, like, some of their houses burnt down.
Because even if you make, like, a good amount of money, but some people invest that into their home. And if it got washed away in the fucking fire, like, what can you do? So, like, I want to say is just, like, yo, like, everybody just, like, be cautious of your surroundings, save your money. And this actually opens my eyes to it's like, this country do a lot of bullshit, bro.
Of course.
It's like, you know what I found out today watching the Joe Rogan podcast? Like, apparently there's like a woman that's head of like the fire hydrants in the areas where there's fires. She gets paid $750,000.
Of course.
And a good portion of those fire hydrants had no water in it. So it's like, yo, fam, you make more money than a lot of essential workers. What is happening?
True.
So like, and another thing,
you had one job to make sure there's water when we need it.
Fam. And another thing that literally crossed my mind where it's like a lot of these people like don't really have the best insurance. Insurance is not even paying for majority of the shit. And another thought I had is like, yo, with all these fires going on, and if you know there's going to be a pattern that this could happen again, what do you do in the area? Do you rebuild? Like, you know how like people are like looting and all that shit. Mm-hmm. People are breaking in homes, stealing TVs and shit. Like, times like this brings in the worst in people and the best in people. Because I understand, I do see people like donating money, helping out. I've been seeing a lot of my favorite brands like saying, hey, like if you got anything, donate some sneakers or donate some money, anything. I love seeing that shit. But like, bro, like this is one of the saddest like current events that I've seen in America in a long time.
Yeah, I think more so a lot of people are not more so worried about the materialistic things, like what I've seen some of the influencers I follow and some of the celebrities or even just regular people out in LA that I'm close with. What they talk about is like, yo, like family photos. You feel me? My kids' toys. My dog was in the house, or my wedding dress is in there. You get what I'm saying? And pictures from grandparents, album, family album photos, and just, it's just, there's a lot of memories. Like money. There's only certain things that money can buy, and I just feel bad because, let's say you didn't have your shit all the way together, which 80% of the nation don't. A lot of people are living already
Probably
check
more
to
than that,
check,
yeah.
or they're living in debt. So it's like now they gotta find a way to stay. Like if you young and you by yourself as a man or as a woman, you could go fly to a different city if you can and go crash on somebody's couch. But imagine if you have a family. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You now you don't have a car, or you don't have clothes. Now you gotta buy clothes.
Maybe your job burned down.
Yeah. So it's a lot, and there's not a way to talk about this and not like I've been placing myself in people's shoes. Like, school's gotta stop for some of these kids. What do you do? Now you're missing a chunk of the year because you can't go to school. And a lot of kids and a lot of people might be traumatized ever owning a home or ever living in LA. Just like you previously mentioned, it's scary now, because do I get that insurance claim check if I get one and get another house here? Or it's going to be same thing like the 9/11 monument that's in the place of the buildings that fell. Now it became like LA now is going to be there's going to be a vacant zone in LA where, that area could never be built on again. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of opportunists that are going to buy plots of land,
of course.
Build Airbnbs for people that want to visit LA that don't know the history of the fires, that don't care. You feel me? But what I urge people to do is check on your peoples and just donate and help as much as you can. And if there's nothing you can do, just pray. Pray for the people out there going through it. Because it could be you. Like, we get impacted, or we get scared by the hurricane warnings every year as Florida residents.
Yeah.
So imagine if one of those really get super fucking crazy. You feel me? So yeah, man, prayers for LA, man. Beautiful city. I did see some of you fucking some of these conspiracy theorists spew some shit, which I didn't like. That didn't sit well with me, because sometimes during tragedy, it's not the time for niggas to tell me, no disrespect to any Christians watching, don't tell me, oh, it's the city of angels, but there's a lot of demonic shit in LA, so it was in God's plan to burn this. Like, that's insensitive, my G. Like, yeah, I just lost my fucking house.
Exactly. And I go to church.
And I go to church. And you don't know who I am. You don't know my personal beliefs. Not everybody that live in LA do demonic shit. Not everybody is doing bad business. Not everybody is selling ass to be in Hollywood. There's good people in LA, and there's good people affected by these tragedies. It's like, you internet niggas be so quick.
And like one thing
to fucking have a narrative, and it's like, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. Like a moment of silence, like the people used to do when you lost someone. A moment of silence, please.
Yeah. One thing that's really fucked up right now with LA and just California in general, there is already a lot of homeless people in California that were poor. Now there's middle class people that end up being homeless. So it's like, yo, like California is damn near. I don't want to wish this on this, but it's like, I think that's not on my list to visit this year. That's what I'm saying. Because,
I understand.
And don't be surprised if crime rate goes up over there, inflation goes up, and even like there's a clip going around about like California or just in general. Like there's a clip where Vince Staples was on the Joe Budden podcast, and he mentioned that like a lot of people don't even want to buy homes in California, and it's happening in Florida here as well. That because apparently it's hard to get like homeowners insurance now apparently. So it's like. The term ownership is being looked at different right now.
Of course. And what I want to see more, and I don't know, maybe because I don't watch the news as much anymore. I get my news off my phone that I didn't notice that's being said more. But I want the surrounding cities that are around LA, you feel me, in the state of California and even other states to provide a helping hand. Like, hey, we got some up and coming buildings that, some apartment complexes that are being built. Hey, the first 3 months free. If you used to be. You know what I'm saying? Same thing that they do when they're trying to promote a new apartment building and shit like that. I just want to see more of the human aspect. Like, let's just be humans right now. Let's just feel and be a helpful hand and just help people out.
Exactly. The last thing I'll say is like, yo, like a lot of things is going to change because the Olympics is right around the corner. It's going to be
the Grammys, nigga. The Grammys.
Not just the Grammys, like, bro, like, due to the fact that the Olympics is literally, the Olympics is, I don't know if it's the Olympics or the World Cup that's coming to U.S. World Cup is coming to the States, so it's like there's going to be a lot of changes. All you niggas that love to go to those freaking hole-in-the-wall strip clubs, enjoy them wings while you can, because a lot of shit about to get cleaned up around here, I'm telling you.
Nah, for sure.
So, prayers for everybody involved, and my last thing I'll say as well is that if you ain't got to leave a house, don't leave a house. Save your money. You see all this shit with, like, mass shootings is still happening, Tesla trucks freaking exploding and shit, so it's like,
yeah, that's
hey,
crazy.
Be aware.
Yeah, be aware, man, and save your money. And I'm hearing a lot more people talk about, getting firearms. I'm not a big guns guy, but when goods are being are scarce, people are gonna do what it takes to feed their families. So you got to do what it is you got to do to protect yours. You feel me? Even by protecting them with a fucking gun. The baseball bats don't work no more. You can't scare a nigga off your lot now with a baseball bat.
You can't.
These YNs will shoot you with your baseball bat.
You can't hit a home run with a bullet, sir.
That's hilarious.
But on a lighter note,
some
music has come out.
Yes, absolutely. There's been a lot of music. What do you want to start? Which aspect of music do you want to start with?
Well, the album that that's been getting like a lot of critiques even before it even came out was the Lil Baby album.
Yes.
WHAM, which stands for Who Hard As Me. So my quick take on the album, I actually didn't think it wasn't bad. I actually enjoyed it. There were some songs that I actually did enjoy. I don't look at numbers because, like, bro, like, that shit, even though, like, my favorite sayings is, like, women lie, men lie, numbers don't. Numbers been fucking lying, bro. Mm-hmm. No disrespect to Lil Baby, but it's like he sold allegedly 140,000. Meanwhile, and he still debuted as the number one charting album, even though Bad Bunny dropped. Bro, the listens on Spotify on Lil Baby has been like what 17,000 or a million and change on like the song with like Future and Young Thug. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, freaking Bad Bunny's freaking songs 30 million, 40 million, 50 million on his least streamed song was $30 million. So like, I'm just convinced that the numbers don't mean shit. If you like an album, just listen to it.
Well, I think two things could be true in the sense of Bad Bunny and Lil Baby are in two different categories. So maybe Lil Baby dropped the number one hip hop album.
Possibly.
You feel me? Because that billboards have different lists. They have a Latin billboard. They have all type of shit. But yeah, Lil Baby is not gonna do Bad Bunny numbers. I don't even have to look at Bad Bunny numbers to know he's not gonna do that.
Exactly. But like as far as the album, I thought it was dope. There's definitely a couple records. He even like kind of tapped in back into like his older bag with like I like songs like I think it's called like I Promise, where it's kind of like a more like introspective, like a dope beat. And obviously, I think it's called Dumb Dumb and Dumber, like the song with like Future and Thug. But yeah, like I downloaded a couple songs. I thought it was dope. It did get a little bit more hate than it was supposed to. Yeah. But that's just my take on that album.
Same thing for me, man. I enjoy the album. It's not my favorite Lil Baby project, but at the same time, it was a very concise album. I don't like when niggas drop 30-song albums and it's I know you just either getting old songs, you don't give a fuck about putting it on here, or you got too much time in your hands and you're not actually giving me quality. Mm-hmm. So, since that split and beef with Gunna, Lil Baby has been getting a lot of slack. I think Atlanta niggas can't do nothing. Like whatever they do is gonna get judged. Like the South is known to stick together. So if Lil Baby sided with Thug and thought that Gunna did something to put his friend away who used to give him money to stay off the streets, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. You feel me? People pick sides, all the time, and I think Lil Baby is loyal to the core. He, my man is in jail, and you might have a role to play in that. So I'm looking at you funny.
Yeah.
Any regular street nigga out here would have done the same thing. You just don't have 40,000 cameras on your face, and you don't have blogs writing about it.
Yeah.
citing your name all the time. But and another thing, the landscape of rap has changed. And on top of that, like, yo, they starting to use lyrics in court. So Lil Baby,
they always have.
Not only is he older since he came out, but he's a lot richer. He's exposed to a lot more. Yep. He's friends with Michael Rubin.
Billionaires.
He has billionaire friends. He's in that ballpark. He's in that exact ballpark now. Even as a minority owner of some shit, where it's like, yo, I can't talk about killing and drug dealing for 90% of the album.
That's a fact.
Because if he did, it would be phony. Because that's not your life anymore, bro.
That's true.
Like you was just on Architectural Digest talking about this is my, this is one of my homes. This is my bachelor pad. Like, you're an owner now. Like, you got properties, you got businesses, you got your own record label. So it's like he's not the same person, and I don't think we applaud evolution. You get what I'm saying? Like, because if he had the same sound and was doing the same things, you would be like, oh my God, I'm tired of this nigga. We need to hear something new. Now he's giving you something new and trying to be a little bit more positive. You guys are hating him for it. Like, I don't understand, like, us as people. Like, we don't know what we want, realistically. Yeah. And sometimes it takes one major person in the culture to co-sign somebody, which used to be Drake, for everybody to be like, all right, we'll welcome you into the family now. It's annoying. It's annoying.
Yeah, like, with the Lil Baby album, like, I liked it, but you can tell that, like, he's kind of been using, like, the same flows. I think people are just naturally getting bored of his music.
The flow, I'll give you that.
I don't even think, like, he fell off as far as, like, talent-wise. I just think people are just naturally just getting over a Lil Baby. Like, if I had to give him, like, any advice if he watches this podcast, is literally just, like, I think I would lock in with Wheezy, the producer, a little bit more, because every time him and Wheezy link up, it's usually a hit. So just like I would just say, just like lock in with that producer.
I think it's the opposite. I think he needs to challenge himself and get with a Boy Wonder or a Conductor, because it's like people put you in a box. Like, hey, you can only rap on those beats. You only known for this flow or this sound. Okay, well go work with other producers. You got 16 tracks on this album. I'm not saying you got money to fucking pay 10 producers, but you could sit with 5 niggas or at least one person, lock in with them for a year and come out with a dope project. Cause I'm not trying to like bash it or anything. I think it's dope that producers are getting more recognition now, but a lot of producers are selling ass. Like Metro, you dope, but your sound that used to be only exclusive to Future and the Haymakers, you selling music to all type of up and coming niggas now, which is dope. Get your money. Because I don't know, do what you got to do to feed your family, but there's certain sounds, like there's certain beats we only used to hear on Khaled's album, on Jay-Z's album, on like the A-list niggas. But now when fucking the nigga that just got a record deal yesterday got a Metro beat, whoa. You feel me?
That's true.
So it's like, I'm glad like niggas like Zaytoven took a back seat.
Yeah.
Been more low key, and they lock in with people they cool with, like Gucci and shit like that. They more in the executive bag, but I don't know. And it could be another aspect of that, which is the producers want to be the stars now. They want to be in front of their product now, which I'm not against, but some things are better. Like, I think you got to protect your brand. Part of protecting your brand as a producer is to not, I guess, not whitewash, but don't dilute the brand. You can't dilute the brand too much. You can't give it away. You can't dumb it down. And you can't make it so easy to be copied, because now you're going to have 100 other little niggas on YouTube kind of making the same type of beat you making, but selling it for hundreds and not thousands like you wouldn't charge and shit.
But as far as like I didn't really listen to I've been listening to like Lushimi a little bit. I know Rio the young OG. He got out of prison finally. What I would say is I think he came out in a good time, because Detroit rap is like still like bubbling. Like, you still got Babyface Ray on the scene. You got Theese, Peasy, and even what's the other dude with the dreads? T Grizzly is like he's still like popping the street. So I think he came out at a really good time, and I think he dropped one of the hardest like first day out songs in a while.
Yes.
What the last thing I'm gonna say is though, what I don't like on the internet is that like, damn, they said damn man, ever since like Rio came home, Bossman D-Lo, you had a good run. I'm like, yo fam, don't do that. They both can coexist. That's my personal opinion.
They both can coexist. There's a machine behind Bossman D-Lo now, so
of
he's
course.
a force to be reckoned with. But my only knock with the Rio project is there was no
I didn't hear it yet.
It's solid. It's what we're used to, and there's no features. I don't think he raised the bar or challenged himself. I think he just gave the streets what they've been missing, which is a dope thing.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, bro, as somebody that is respected and as one of the niggas that's in the forefront of Detroit rap, the new wave of Detroit rap sound.
Yeah.
I think you have enough relationships to have I Swear Vezo come through and lay a verse. You feel me?
I was expecting like a Baby
when you
Tron
get out of
verse or
prison, all the
something,
niggas that held you down or sent you bread or niggas that showed you love, like Thug came home. Everybody gonna try to get a thug verse.
Of course, yeah.
Same thing. So I just feel like, bro, nigga, PZ is the owner of. You signed to him. Get a verse. Like, just give. I think part of dropping an album is to try to grow your fan base as well. Like, if you can get some of PZ's fan base, get that. Payroll Giovanni is another solid nigga out there. I think he's independent, but he's making a lot of noise out there. Get a verse. Like, work with niggas. Like, challenge yourself. Be better. Because right now, rap is not what it used to. A lot of niggas is not seeing a lot of money from rap, and they doing other shit. It's like, if you can stand out and maintain the attention for as long as you can, do that. Yeah. And part of that is not doing the same shit you're known for over and over and over again until it doesn't become effective.
My theory, like with rappers who just come home and like put on music, I always say like their real album is usually that second album, because like that first album, some of those songs could be old, or it's just like they probably just like bars he wrote up like in jail. Obviously he had time on his hands, so like he was just bored, so he just want to get
his second album after jail.
Yeah, his second album after jail.
Okay.
I think that's like usually like the real album. But like, I think my favorite tape were from like an artist who like came home, and I'm like, I was actually bumping it the other day. Like I think Everybody's Watching, the Gucci album.
I was gonna say Gucci always have a solid tape,
and it's so unfortunate that he literally has a compilation of First Day Out songs. Like, like yo fam, at some point, it's bad you have a compilation of First Day Out songs, bro.
I'm glad he's on a way better path now. Family man.
But like, as far as like music coming out, the one it wasn't even an album. It wasn't even a real song. It was like more of like a leak that came out of like Drake dropped like a freestyle called like Fighting Irish. I
think the streets and the internet called it Fighting Irish, because I think
he didn't name it. I think
he didn't name it because I feel like they thought some of the bars is aimed at LeBron.
It is at LeBron. Let's be real. I'm not even gonna do.
We're gonna get to it, but I'm just saying, like,
he's talking about LeBron.
The streets instigated that. The streets and the internet people.
Drake is really good at like kind of like throwing like a huge rock at the glass, shattering it, and then running away and like just not saying anything. He just letting the people run with it. That's what makes Drake great. But like he's mentioning like real shit about like like the Arab dial, and then of course the internet is gonna like go back and find the exact watch that he was talking about, and it's like I'm not gonna be the conspiracy theorist. He's talking about fucking LeBron. I'm gonna say it. If Cheech don't want to say it, I'm gonna say it.
Well,
he's talking
some
about
of the
LeBron.
song he is. I don't think the whole song is
majority of the song he's aiming at LeBron. Even though he could aim it at like people saying that like there's people who probably turned on him, of course, like, but the main headline was really more of like he's kind of taking shots at LeBron, which in my opinion, in Gary's opinion, that was a little corny. And the reason I'm gonna say it's a little corny because like Drake, all LeBron do is fucking hoop, bro. Let's just keep it real. So like, but one thing that comes out of that like that freestyle that came out, Drake kind of alluded to is like, hey bro, I hate to ruin your public image. And then boom, like
I think he said God forbid
that like I would hate to ruin your public image. Yes. Then all of a sudden is like Drake had a back and forth with a dude named Chris Blake. And what's so funny, we were supposed to like talk about him like weeks ago over like some shit that happened. Because like, do you want me to break down like the origins of these DMs, or do you just want to give a take first?
Talk about it.
I'll try to make a long story very short. So Chris Blake, he's like a designer, he's a stylist. and he was more known for like hanging around popular names like Tank Davis, and what's his name, Stephon Diggs. Mm-hmm. He was known to be like their stylist allegedly. So some time goes by, I guess like a video comes out that like Chris Blake gets jumped by like I guess like Stephon Diggs' homies and his brother allegedly, not the one that's like in the NFL, like another like half brother or whatever. So like he's been going on a whole tirade on social media saying that, hey, justice for me, don't trust Stephon Diggs, get him the fuck out of here. He tried to kill me, this and that.
He's gay.
He's like he threw out some allegations about him as well. So like there's like people are looking at Chris Blake kind of like the male version of Jaguar Wright in a little bit, because he's kind of going back and forth with everyone he's been connected with. He's been taking shots at Javonte Davis, and no one's responding, which is kind of like giving that output that he's crazy. Now, like he had a relationship with Drake. I don't know how deep it was. I guess they knew each other in passing because Drake followed him at one point. So Chris Blake hits up Drake and said like, hey bro, can you post this video I've been sharing of like basically of like Stephon Diggs' homies kind of like jumping him in an elevator near his home. Drake said, obviously Drake was like, fam, I'm not going to promote violence on my fucking social media. No. And on top of it, has nothing to do with me. So, of course, like one thing I didn't like, Chris Blake went on academics, then explained that, hey, these DMs are real. He leaked the DMs. And, of course, Drake is going to deny it because of, like, Drake drew out, like, an example of, like, saying, hey, me posting this is like me and Nike promoting that, like, LeBron cheats on his wife or something like that. So it's like, and then, of course, not saying that Drake said that LeBron cheats on his wife. It's just really bad fucking timing that these DMs come out when this freestyle comes out as well. So I know that was a lot I just laid out on y'all, but what's your opinion on that?
I think a lot of everybody involved is corny. I hate. I'm grateful that I'm surrounded by some of my friends. I've always said this. Yeah. If you have my phone number and you try to tag me in something in social media, I'm not gonna respond. Because you could just call me. We could have a conversation. We could meet up. We could talk about it like men. I don't have time to go on the internet and have a virtual war with you, staring at my phone and getting aggravated through a phone screen. To me, that's not cool. That's not gangster. That's not manly. True. Have fun and have a blast. I think that's what women do. Y'all beef like that. Y'all play like that. That's not me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I respected Drake for saying, yo, that's none of my business. I'm staying out of it. You feel me?
And on top of it, not to cut you off, like I understand why Drake did that as well, because I'm mentioning LeBron, which is a fucking billionaire, and he's the face of Nike.
There's
so even if the DMs are real, I'm gonna say it's fake just so I'm gonna get a defamation suit.
Yeah, because I'm signed with Nike. LeBron is still over there. We might not have a relationship, but we under the same umbrella. And on top of that, there's a suit filed. Like I can't talk about my lawsuit too much because
can't even drop music.
You feel me? People could use that against me in the court of law, even though it's a civil suit or whatever. But my perception is everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially in cases nowadays, right? So to me, the guy Chris Blake, dog, if you hurt and somebody try to kill you, you have enough evidence, go to the police. Get a lawyer. All those social media antics is what is making people feel like you crazy. And this is why I respect niggas like Jay-Z. And I hate to admit it, I wish Kanye was more like Jay-Z in that sense. I'm not going to fight with you. I'm not going to tag Adidas. I'm going to call my lawyer, and they're going to take care of that because I'm fighting power with power. I don't have time to say, hey, this guy was trying to destroy me. He's trying to get rid of me. Like, no, bro. You are going against entities. You are going against brands. You are going against niggas that got a PR team, that got damage control teams. Of course you're going to lose. You have less money and you the less known person. Like, you've been in this industry long enough for you to know that. You feel me? So, and as far as the LeBron accusations, look, I'm going to use your own quote in this instance. Where there's smoke,
a fire started somewhere.
A fire started somewhere. Yeah. So, again, there's rumors about LeBron, NDAs, other women. but
White women specifically.
Nobody has ever came out and had something concrete against him.
Yes.
And that story is not foreign. NBA players have been living that lifestyle for years.
Yo, people forget that NBA players travel more than rappers.
Dog, you have the Range Rover in the house. I'm going to travel around the world and fuck these bitches and fly these models out and do what I do. Like,
which isn't right, but it's a lifestyle.
There's a show called Basketball Wives, and all they talk about is, hey, my husband don't have enough time. He's barely here. I think he's cheating on me. That's the whole premise of the show.
Pretty much.
And you guys are trying to be entrepreneurs. And I'm not trying to minimize what you guys do, but you guys understand. You understand the lifestyle you're signing up for.
That's true.
You date magicians. They could expose you to tricks. That's what it is.
Hello.
So I think, and as far as the freestyle, I think the rollout was wrong. The idea was not bad.
Yeah.
If Drake rolled the freestyle out like, a timestamp record, and he actually made a full song and he highlighted other shit in that record and not literally pinpoint at one specific person for majority of the song, it would have been great. I mean, I'm big. I side with the internet. With the fact that I think Drake should just sit down for a while. Let the game miss you. Now, do I think he has that option? No. Because he has brand deals. He has corporations that he work with, like Stake, the gambling company. You have to post a certain amount of times a day. Just like the bitches that are signed to Fashion Nova. They got to post, a certain amount.
Part of the contract,
part of the contract. So there's a lot of money invested in Drake and the brand of Drake. Drake cannot literally sit still and not do anything. But you know what you could do? You could get or hire a social media manager. Somebody to run your page, post like it's you. They could post clean-cut shit, and while you go over there and just raise your family and travel the world. Drake, you could go to France for 3 months. You can afford to play like that. You have your own personal private jet. I say this all the time. I want to make money to get away from y'all niggas. I'm not trying to be here. If Cheech is up, Cheech is going to make time to record the pod, and Cheech will be out of the country 90 times out the month. I want to live. I work hard to be at peace.
But I think, like, my main gripe, like, even though I think everybody involved is wrong, but, like, I think Drake looks the corniest. But even though I know Chris Blake is, like, it's safe to say he's a known crash out at this point.
And one last thing, not to cut you off. Conductor, I think that was corny. Unless you got the okay from Drake to post that on your YouTube channel, that was a clout chasing move.
It was.
Dope producer. I love your work with
Griselda.
Griselda.
Because his name is buzzing,
You posted that on your page for what? You knew it was going to get taken down. And what? You got clout for 5 hours? Okay, you made the beat. Did you get paid from the beat? Is the song going to come out?
No.
You get a few customers. You get a few niggas that hit you up for the beat or for a beat. Now what? It's just, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And I think these niggas be chasing a moment too much. Like, if Drake locks in with you and you guys got a tape together, just chill. Your time is coming, bro.
Yeah, and what I would say is, like, I think Drake looks the corniest in all this, and I want to say this because I know, like, the fan base is going to come at us. I am a major Drake fan. I will admit that.
Me too.
But I do think Drake has been moving hella corny lately, bro. And I still think this lawsuit is corny. And he's doubling down and still, like, going forward and, like, putting defamation. Like, oh, they're trying to take down my career and all that. He's still moving forward with it. And on top of it is, like, yo, fam, what the fuck LeBron got to do with this, bro? Keep, like...
Nah, LeBron got a lot.
No, he don't, bro. Because literally, all LeBron do is fucking hoop. I understand you tight that, yes, you
don't know what he's doing behind the scenes.
It doesn't matter what's behind the scenes, but the fact that you put it towards the light, that's corny.
Gary.
Cheech, you know me. If me and you got an issue, you have my fucking number.
Okay, cool.
The fact that me and you talking about this as regular people, it shouldn't be news.
Of course. But what I'm saying is, if me and you have an issue and you dancing at you go to my op's wedding, this is me creating a scenario. I'm gonna feel some type of way about that.
But has LeBron said a word?
It doesn't matter. If you moving funny, you moving funny. Dog, you my dog. I got dirt on you. You got dirt on me. We supposed to be boys. We fell out. We no longer have to speak again. Like, man code. All right, let's walk. Let's go our separate ways, and we don't have to, like, let it get there.
But all right, but you know what's mad corny?
LeBron is corny too.
LeBron's
been singing lyrics on the court.
Cheech, you are a rapper. You are a rapper beefing with an NBA player. That headline alone is corny.
Of course,
LeBron is not going to go in the booth and do a diss track.
I agree. They're both corny. I'm putting the blame on both. I don't
put blame on LeBron, bro. This nigga's a bystander in this shit.
LeBron, before this, I've never seen you listen, post, or even repeat a Kendrick Lamar lyric.
That's false. That's false. That's false.
Dog.
And no. I can't let you say that because literally it is on record. Like Kendrick dropped the Untitled Remastered album because of LeBron.
Dog.
That is a known fact.
Cool.
I'm not gonna let you do that.
Who has LeBron been around majority of his career more? Drake?
We don't know that. We don't know that.
All right.
We don't know that.
If we're gonna lie, we might as well lie. What I'm saying is, you publicly came out and said you are my friend.
Yes.
We sat courtside. I've been at your house.
Drake has LeBron tatted on him. Yes. They have a different relationship. Yes.
Yes. So now all of a sudden, a GNX album come out and you warming up to the songs at your birthday party. I deserve it all.
I disagree.
No, you doing too much.
LeBron has been a known Kendrick fan for years, bro.
I'm not saying he doesn't listen to Kendrick's songs. You have a relationship with me. I'm beefing with this nigga. Now is the time for you to be reciting his lyrics in front of your fans? What
if he's fan? Even though I would admit, I don't like the fact that LeBron was really like bigging up like not like us, like the way he did. Because of the fact that, like, yo, bro, if we really homies, you can't be freaking, like, champion a nigga calling me a PDF and you know it's false. And especially if we went on two-man missions together.
It's too much.
If me and you went on two-man missions together, you definitely can't be freaking crip walking to not like us.
But that's what I'm saying. Look, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. LeBron, like, what are you doing?
I just think it's corny that like
I think they're both corny. I think Drake.
A rapper can't be beefing with an NBA player. Bro.
Drake, if you ever come across this clip, if we ever post this as a clip, dog, you are rich. You are in a privileged position. Stay in Canada for 6 months. Don't come out. Fly the bitches to you like you've been doing for years.
But let me tell you.
Go to Turks.
But if you gonna beef with niggas, like I want to make this very clear.
Russell Simmons, go to Bali for 2 years.
But these rappers got to be careful, bro. It's like you can't beef with we can't beef with everybody. Like look at two rappers who look corny as fuck right now. Fabio Foreign and Lil TJ like beefing with freaking Black Boy Max, a streamer. My nigga, you a rapper beefing with a streamer. In the streets, you already look corny. You lost already.
But that's more clout chasey than beef to me. I'm like, all right. I mean. To me, like I said, I just want. I mean, but when we had that conversation earlier this week, since the 90s, the rappers wanted to be the ball players. The ball players wanted to be the rappers. So there's an ongoing thing. They compete for the same women. They fuck the same models. You know, they compete in the club to see who's gonna throw more money. Like it's been a thing for generations now. My thing is, niggas have to learn how to make friendships, how to build friendships. Dog, if I don't text you happy birthday, you don't come to my house, you never met my family, and I don't wish you a Merry Christmas, we cool, we cordial, but we not friends. We might be fly. So, Drake, take this as a teachable moment.
Don't tattoo random niggas on your body.
And I'm not mad at the tattoo, because do what you want with your body.
I'm mad at it.
What I'm saying is, yo, LeBron, I'm fly with LeBron. Nigga, get me tickets to the game, and I'm going to get you and your family tickets to my show. That's the end of that. If it gets to a point where we have a personal relationship, I'm going to keep it behind the scenes. Like, I'm not one to be kikiing with niggas, like, for a cosign or just to be cool with LeBron. Like,
you know what would have been the flyest thing Drake would have did if he had to like literally like respond back to LeBron in any way, shape, or form? Post a picture with your LeBron tattoo covered up. But it would have been fly.
That's cornier. That's cornier if he did that. Because now that's a woman move. Like, oh God, you made me so mad.
So what's more corny, covering a tattoo or dropping bars to a nigga that's not gonna respond?
Again, I don't know what LeBron is doing behind closed doors, and I don't know how LeBron is antagonizing Drake behind closed doors. Again, they're both corny, but I don't know. These billionaire niggas play different. These niggas could literally make a phone call and say, yo, don't accept his kids to your school. They play like that.
Okay.
Let me call the chief of police in Canada and tell him to go to your house for no fucking reason. They do that.
I'm not saying that's not possible, but I'm saying it's in the public eye. We in the public eye. We're part of the public. If I can see you doing that weird, corny shit as a regular bystander, you lost, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm on record saying Drake should just take a break, bro. Like I said, the work speaks for itself. You did it. You beat the system. You one of the greatest rappers to ever live, to ever do this shit. You have enough money. Take a break, my nigga. Go raise your family. Go fall in love. Go find something. Go learn karate. You feel me? Go to Tokyo. Like be like Kanye. Kanye is enjoying himself. He creates part-time.
On an island making music. Okay.
Bro, live. We work so hard to do what? To live comfortably. We take these risks, especially you street niggas, to make it out. I'm not going to get the money and go back to the hood and get shot. Bro, it's fine. You took a L in a rap battle. It's not the end of the world. Your family is still okay. You still able to maneuver around. You still respected. The niggas that know who you are and who you be, they hold you to that level and that standard. So you fine, bro. It's okay, bro. The internet is not a real place. Like, you had to tell me a few weeks ago that niggas was tearing us up on TikTok. I go on TikTok, scroll up, like the shit that I like, put the app away.
Oh, Cheech is finally using his own platforms to respond, everybody. Let's give a clap. He's been learning.
I mean, we had a conversation, so yeah, I made adjustments. Learning. It's part of growing up. But yeah, man, I think everybody should just be more mature. I want people to be more mature this year. It's too much going on.
I feel you.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to come back next week or the week after to finish this shit, because we definitely have to do a part 2, because there's definitely topics that were left that were not talked about.
For sure.
But yeah, I feel great. I feel good. I'm excited to be back. Gary, what do you think?
Hey, man, I'm comfortable. I love like getting back into the swing of things. Like, I know that little break was like kind of like a little hard on us a little bit, but we still getting the clips out of there. My goal is to, like, even if we away, I still want you to make it feel like we ain't going nowhere, because like, no disrespect to anybody else doing it. I'm out there, but I'm sorry, everyone's seeing our face more than everybody. That's just a fact.
True. And we have a crazy back catalog. Like, by now we have like 140 episodes out, and it's like, dog, if you bored, you could even go back to epic. Pick a random day out the week. Click a number. Like, you still get the same energy, the same laugh, and you get to catch up and see the evolution of us in real time.
Because don't you realize, like, the fact that like we implemented clips, like we just like been posting like different types of content. I don't even get the where you guys at anymore, because you see my face every day in new form. So it's like I said, like, one of my goals is I want to do more collabs in the city. Definitely want to bring out more content, different types of content. I'm doing different shit with Sneaker Convo, and yeah, I have a lot of stuff in store. Even though like my mind is like on the wedding, but of course this content don't stop.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to be more mobile this year. My goal is to, at some point after I take care of the car situation, is to get some equipment that I could be more like on go with, because I just want to be on the scene, touch the grass, talk to the people, be outside.
You just want to be out there like shaking hands, kissing babies.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's an element that you know. I think that's part of the grind. Like, this is cool. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. I love doing this shit. I get excited. Like, we have we have multiple pods a week before we even make it here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I'm excited for this year, bro. There's a lot of projects in mind, and I would like to do another live show this year, but we'll talk about it.
Of course.
Talk about it more.
Soon come.
Soon come. But anyway, I go by the name of Cheech, a.k.a. Mr. Consistency, a.k.a. Part-Time Robot, a.k.a. Mr. Get the Job Done. And yeah, man, I go by that, and we'll catch you guys soon. We back, and we here to stay.
Of course,
if you don't want to see me shine, fuck nigga, close your eyes.
And on that note, I go by the name of Gary, aka In Gary We Trust, aka Young Shiner, aka Mr. Sneaker Combo.
He got 2 chains on.
That's hate. That's hate. That's hate. You gotta get you some. Sell a brick.
You got it. I did have a chain, and Good.
Hey, man. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, take that out.
Oh man, but what are we, man?
We are
These are the aesthetics. We see y'all next time.
Yes, sir.